Well, I tested this out the other night. This cheap mic seemed to work better than the high-end mics I bought. Figures. Anyway, I'm going to try a little motor vlog tonight. See how it turns out. Gonna go up through Beaver Bank up into Rawdon, and then back around, I guess, through Middle Sackville over that side. This is my new helmet, my Shoei 1400. Way quieter than my Icon helmets. I can actually hear music in it. It's not that loud. I barely hear the wind now. So this is definitely an upgrade. I got the Fost one. It's got the death on it, holding a sickle. Yeah, kind of morbid. Anyway, but it's a wicked helmet, and I like it. So I'm riding my 2005 Honda VFR 800. I got it in Calgary, actually, in Alberta when I was there. And guy had it, and he had two bikes, getting rid of it, and I ended up getting it for like $7 grand. I don't even have 20,000 on it. You might be able to see it in the camera. 19,233 kilometers. That's it. There's that dreaded electrical issue with it, so I never ever did the recall, and I tried to get on it this spring, and she was dead, and I pulled those wires apart and looked at them, and of course they were melted. So I knew that recall was there still, so I contacted Honda Canada, and they said, oh yeah, that's still there. So took it in to a local dealership, and thankfully it was all covered minus two plastic things, garbage or something that were bad or something. So $30. I got my Viffer back on the road. This is Tucker Lake to my left I'm looking at. Had a lot of stuff going on. I know I haven't had any camping videos and that out as my other side of my channel. Like, I try to do kind of a bunch of stuff, not just one thing, make it a little bit diverse. We had forest fires, actually serious forest fires, sorry, and took its toll on the area, and there was no fires and stuff. And then last week or a week and a half ago, we had severe flooding. Some people lost their lives, unfortunately. Very tragic. So where I'm at, actually, this area flooded in places as well. Over here to my right is the Beaver Bank Fire Hall. It's a nice fire hall. Station 48. I actually used to be a firefighter out in Hammonds Plains where the forest fire was, so I knew the area well. Kinda sucks. Nobody lost their lives. Unfortunately, some pets were lost in that because they were stuck at home and because it spread so fast. But I hope to get out soon and do some more camping videos before, obviously, hot tent camping season when you need a stove. I know some of you don't like hunting. You know, I'm not expecting you to watch that content, but don't dump me because of it. I am a conservationist. I respect wildlife. I hope you know, you don't dump my channel because of some of my choices. You know, so I'll leave it at that. Hopefully you enjoy my channel. If you're new to it, like and subscribe, and just support me how you can. I'm not doing it for a living or anything. I just like to share my adventures with you. And everything I do in the outdoors is a note for me. I was diagnosed with PTSD a couple years ago. Never expected to get it, but I did. And these kind of adventures like this, including my camping videos, everything on my YouTube channel, is just a way to help others who can live through my eyes, and it also helps me cope with the symptoms and that, and have a happy life again. A lot of those routes I've taken last year in some of my videos that you'll see, a lot of the roads washed out, bridges, etc. So I probably won't be going that far tonight, but I'm just gonna loop around like I said. It's a nice ride up through here, nice and twisty. I'm old, so if you're looking for crazy, erratic leaning over and driving, well, or riding, you're not gonna go quite get that with me. One of these days I'll take you down around through Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia, show you the iconic lighthouse and that. That's a really nice ride. It's really twisty, nice views, the water. So up ahead here is the show from, like where it's taped by Paramount. Try to show you when I drive by, I'll be able to see it. So I had another VFR years and years ago when I first started riding. It was 750 VFR, 1990 or 91 I think it was. Pretty sure it was a 90. That was a nice bike, and then when I got this one, I just love it. It's like mint condition. Love riding it. The biggest ride I did was in Alberta. I went down to Montana and did the Sun Road. That video's on my channel. Not the greatest because it was a crappy original GoPro 3 I think it was. This is the 10 I got on here now. Does way better video and sound. But I did find it the hardest thing vlogging like this because it was just, couldn't get the sound right. It would just crackle, especially in that Icon helmet. It was just brutal. You couldn't hear my voice. It was all wind. Even if I played with settings or did some post editing with the audio, it just wouldn't work. We're almost to the From filming set. It's actually just behind those power lines right in front of me, over the hill. So it's back there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's right where the sun is. I took some pictures of it right there. I did a little test ride up here. If I think of it, I'll throw a pic in the video of the gate going into it and maybe some of the pics in behind. Good show though. Kind of zombie-ish, I guess. Kinda. One thing in Canada right now, due to carbon tax, our fuel is very expensive. It's over like $1.70 something here in Nova Scotia. The carbon tax that was placed on not once but twice has just killed us. I have a Dodge Ram, and I'm telling you, it ain't cheap to fill that now. And I tried to get an electric car and there's none available. So what gives? But the bike's cheap to run. At least I can still get out and do some drives and not break the bank. That's the snowmobile club over here, the Drift Climbers. I snowmobiled from here once when we had a fair decent amount of snow. Went all the way to Walton, right on the Bay of Fundy. It was a really nice ride. Do a lot of quadding out here as well, four-wheeling, fun. Load of round bales. motorcycling. It's the freedom, the smells. But it's dangerous too. I don't ride in the city, too much overload. My trainer way back in the day when I did a motorcycle course said that to me. He doesn't ride in the city either. I've seen enough accidents with motorcycles and stuff, so I mainly just cruise the country. This route up through here is nice and twisty, and I know some of the B-roll were done up here. Some of the drone footage, I guess, it would have been. I recognized it was done up here. I got music on in the background in this helmet, and even with a little bit of wind noise, I can still clearly hear it, and I don't even have it turned up all the way, because actually when I have it turned up all the way, you can hear it in my mic. Last year I was riding up here and I almost smoked a male cock pheasant. Ringneck. That was on one of my videos too. You just see I slowed it down, I almost hit it. It might have not gone well. Enjoyed last year. They're doing the winter camping and that hot tent camping. I know some people didn't like my videos. I'm not perfect. I'm not professional at filming. Yeah, some of my audio sucked. But you know what? I'm just out there to have fun. But everybody's a critic. I just put it out there. You don't like it, don't watch it. That's all I gotta say. I'm not out to please anybody. I'm just out to help myself and help others. Another show filmed up here too that's on the CTV network in Canada. Had to do with some doctor or something. I can't think of the name of it. That's filmed up here. I think it's Long Lake. Actually, maybe it's right here. Yeah, Villages of Long Lake. I think it's filmed in there. mess here in Nova Scotia, just over years of neglect and that. This one's not too bad, but you gotta just be a little bit careful. There's a couple holes here and there. There's some erosion damage there. We'll call this ride tonight the ride for the youth that lost their lives in the flood, and the adults that went as well. Thoughts are with them. Out there. Nice sunset tonight. It's actually been quite a few nice days. Last week was smoking hot. It was like up in the 30s, almost 40 with the humidex. Right now it's pretty good. It's like 17 degrees, so it's just perfect riding weather, not too hot. More flood damage. This week's been really great. Saturday coming up here we're gonna have rain, but then back to sun again, so making up for a little bit of the crappy summer. We had a lot of rain after those dry periods with the forest fire, and then it was just rain, and then of course flooding. So yeah, a lot of like erosion damage like this on the side, and that guy's driveway collapsed. Gravel in these corners, I really don't want to wipe out. Looks like they're gonna put some new houses, doing a little bit of logging around here. Member must live there. Here, but look at it. You'll see a lot of bikers on this stretch too. They go cruise up through here. all my other videos were basically, I guess, sort of kind of the right and behind me up that way. Kind of gonna let them fix the roads and stuff over there before I go back over. When you look on Google Maps, it just shows red everywhere. Got another mic that I'm gonna try to get some exhaust sounds and stuff like that. The VFR has a great sound to it. But I'm hoping these little vlogs I do are better than last year's. I was just struggling the whole time. Like I said, this is just a cheap mic. Off of Amazon. Some other guy did it and I was like, I'll try it. Lo and behold, it works. Little horse jumping arena. Eder Road. One thing about Nova Scotia, we've got turns. When I head in Alberta, there's all range roads and township roads, so pretty much everything out there is grid. So out there, depending on where you went, it could get a little boring riding the bike, but here obviously we have turns and a little more twisties. So you get a little more even wear on the tires too, you're not just riding the middle. Started riding motorcycle a little later in life, in my mid-20s, so that was a good thing. Lots of new builds up here. Well, the city's getting so crazy. Rent. Some of these places are the only places you can afford to build. Cheaper taxes. When you're in the municipality, they take everything. Sadly. Well guys, I'm going to end it here. I hope you liked the new ride and the vlog tonight, and come along for some more rides. There'll be more coming to the channel, more camping, some hunting videos, etc. So keep watching, please like and subscribe. Lucy out, live off the lane.